Hello and welcome to my September budget update. So I made a bit of a mistake with my September budget. So first we're going to have to correct that, and then I'll go through all of our income and spending so far this month. So first of all, it is one of those months where we are supposed to be paying our car payment 3 times. So instead of 311.07 times 2, we'll be paying it 3 times, which means we need to make up for this extra 311.07 somewhere. First, out of the roof savings, and second, I'm going to increase our interest income, just a little bit to make this a nice round number. So I'm going to assume that we're going to make $1.69 in interest, and then we will contribute the $2,620 to our new roof savings. So now that that is all fixed, let's go through the spending. So first of all, my paycheck was actually a little bit more than we budgeted for, and this was because I was contributing to my retirement account post-tax, and so I switched it to contribute it pre-tax. And so my take-home pay ended up being $3,384.94. So I think it was a little bit like $60 extra by contributing to my retirement account after tax. So I paid, or before tax. So I paid a little bit less in taxes and got a little bit more in take-home pay. My husband's paycheck, it didn't change, $2,179.66. And then for interest, only one of our accounts paid interest so far, and that was just 19 cents. This isn't our high yield savings account, so that's why it's not very much. And then for rewards, we redeemed one of our credit card rewards for $25. And for other income, I received $25 from Barbie through Venmo. So moving on to our debts, we paid our mortgage $2,705.45. And then our car loan, we've actually already paid it twice. So 311.07 times 2, which was how I realized we still had another Monday where we're going to have to pay our car payment. So we pay this every other week, always on Monday. And so there were 5 Mondays in this month, and our first payment fell on the first Monday, so we have 3 payments. But that only happens twice a year. So, and then for student loans, we paid $382. And then with my first paycheck, I paid my retirement account loan for $236.22. So all we have left is another car payment and another retirement account loan payment to cover with our next paychecks. So not too bad. For our fixed expenses, we paid our utilities $171.50. We're still getting that little bit of a discount for allowing them to cycle our air conditioning. I think this should probably be the last month where we receive that $12.50 discount. And then car insurance, I paid that on the first of the month, $156.98. And internet, also at the beginning of the month for $29.99. Acorns hasn't been charged yet. Usually that comes out at the very end of the month. And so far this month, we've paid $950 for daycare. I think we have 2 weeks left. So I think we're going to go a little bit over budget on that, because at the beginning of the month, we were paying daily for the first week, and then for the rest of the month, we were paying weekly. So it was more the first week and less the next 4 weeks. For FSA, $20 comes out of my paycheck, so we only contributed $20 so far for our savings, and we spent $10.98. This was for a purchase I made last month that got reimbursed this month. For my husband's Roth IRA, we haven't contributed anything yet, and we haven't spent anything from it. For Acorns, which is my after-tax brokerage account, we had the monthly recurring contribution plus a roundup, so that was $10.32, and I didn't spend anything out of that account. For our emergency fund, I didn't plan to contribute to that. We haven't yet. We probably won't. And then for our new roof savings, if you've been watching my Transfer Tuesdays, we have contributed $300 to that so far. And my daughter's 529, no contributions yet. Hopefully that'll come up later this month in a Transfer Tuesday. And now onto our sinking funds. We only have $30 of our budget remaining, so we won't be contributing to any of those. However, I did spend from some of them. So at the beginning of the month, you'll see in my daily spending vlog that will come out at the end of September or the beginning of October that we bought a new washer dryer, and that was $1,882.94. We've been needing a new washer and dryer because they keep breaking, and this was on a really, really good sale. I think it was almost half off at Home Depot, so for Labor Day, so we bought it. And then for groceries, so far this month we've spent $108.16. I think we've only made 3 grocery trips, which is really good for us. We are I think in the 3rd week of September and only 3 grocery trips and only spending $108.16, so that's probably a new record for us. Hopefully we can keep our grocery bill down this month. However, for car and gas, we're not doing so well. We made a trip up to Ohio at the end of, well, I guess on September 1st, and then we came back on September 2nd. And so we spent $102 on gas for that trip and also for just my daily commute. We didn't spend anything on gifts and donations. I did make a purchase in restaurants, which I go over in my daily spending vlog, and that was for a work lunch. And then for health, we didn't make any spending, but because we got reimbursed for the baby Tylenol and ibuprofen, we'll throw that back into the health sinking fund category so that we are not quite so negative anymore. And other than that, we haven't made any other purchases this month. So that's about it for my September budget update. Let me know in the comments how your September is going so far. If you're interested in seeing more of my family's budget, then please hit subscribe because I would love to have you follow along. Thank you for being here.